Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am from group 3. This time I will presentation about phonology. Phonology. Phonology is the study of the sound system of language. Phonology is the aspect of language related to the distinctive feature of the representation and reception of sound of language. Phonology is the study of the sound system of a given language and the analysis and classification of its phonemes. Phonology identifies and demonstrates the sound that form a language. In language, it analyzes how the sound develop and combine to make words, and explain why it is important to recognize certain phonetic features to identify a word. Phonology is the study of the way sound function in language, including phonemes, syllable, structure, stress, accent, intonation, and which sound distinctive unit with a language. The way sound function within a given language. Phonology, the study of the sound patterns in language, can be divided into two parts, namely phonemes and prosody. Phoneme is vowel and consonant. Prosody is stress, rhythm, and intonation. Then, relation between phonetic and phonology. To be again, I present the common property between phonetic and phonology in three ways. First of all, in certain respect, phonetic and surface phonology are in many ways similar because they are both concrete with the speech sound of human language. But them come from a Greek word meaning sound, and there is reasonable overlap in what concerns the two subjects. Second, they are more concerned with pronunciation than orthography. If you ask how many vowels of English a native English speaker who has not taken a phonetic and phonology course, they will answer that English has 5 vowels, namely A, E, O, and O, and U. Because the explained English spelling, not actual English sounds. They are not saying that most types of English sounds have between 16 and 20 distinctive vowel sounds. In other words, phonetic and phonology are more concerned with the sound of language than orthography. The three phonetic and phonology have the same terms and symbols. There are, for example, several terms that refer to the place of articulation, such as alphon, phone, and telephone. In addition, they ask the symbol APA. Above, I noted that phonetic and phonology relate to many of the same things. However, in another very real sense, there are different views on the relationship between that phonetic and phonology are two large autonomous disciplines that study them in different ways. Phonology, on the other hand, as discipline is the study of linguistic sound patterns in human language. In other words, phonology is concerned with how the speech sounds are organized into systems for each individual language. Phonology, for example, are supposed to answer questions like how sound can be combined, the relationship between them, and how they affect each other as part of the word of speech. Phonology may be thought of as the software that drives speech behavior, mental representation of words and speaker. Know of the relationship between words more precisely. It deals with abstract unit silence phonemes and investigates the rule by which they are combined to make words. In short, phonetic and phonology are two branches of linguistics that deal with the sound structure of human language. Phonetic focus on the psychical manifestation of speech sound and on other theory of speech production and perception. In contrast to phonology, phonology is concerned with the system of rules the, that determine how the sound of language combine and affect on one or another. Then phoneme and alphoneme. Alphon. Phoneme and alphon. Definition and example phoneme and alphon. In linguistics, a phoneme is the small unit of sound in language capable of conveying different meanings, such as the of sing and the in the or are of ring. Adjective phonemes are language specific. In other words, phonemes that are functional difference in language. For example, b and p may not be so in other language. Phonemes are usually read between slashes, so b and p different languages have different phonemes. A phoneme in linguistics is the small unit of speech that distinguishes one word or word element from another, such as the p element in tap, which separates the word from tap, tuck, and tan. A phoneme may have more than one variant cell in allophone, which function as a single sound. For example, the p of pat, spat, and tap. Differentially phonetical, but the difference determined by context has no significance in English. In some languages where variants of the p sound can change meaning, they are classified as spread phonemes. For example, in Thai, in that p aspirated pronounced with a compelling full of air, and p unspread are distinctive from one another. There are approximately 44 phonemes in English. Ada 44 phonemes di bahasa Inggris. yaitu ada di vowel phonemes and consonant vowels phonemes. Nah, ini contohnya di konsonan vowels. Ini yang pertama vowel phonemes, yang kedua itu vowel konsonan phonemes. Nah, ini ada beberapa contoh phonemes di vowel phonemes seperti di kata cat, di kata pack, di kata pig itu. Kalau contoh di konsonan vowel itu dia di huruf konsonannya, yaitu di kata dog, friends itu contoh di vowel phonemes dan di konsonan phonemes.